Let's start with, where did this evil originate? Why do we have the kind of world that we have? What was in God's mind?
Well, God created good creatures. He gave them a good thing called free will, and free will brought bad things into this world, namely rebellion against God. Freedom is good in itself, but it has the possibility of evil. God created us with the possibility for evil, which is called free will. We made the actuality of evil. God is responsible for the fact of freedom. We're responsible for the acts of freedom, and we blew it. Lucifer blew it, Adam and Eve blew it, and we've blown it ever since then. That's how it got here.
When people get mad at God, should they be?
No, they should be mad at themselves. They should be mad at themselves because they made the choice. They made their bed, and they're going to have to lie in it. They chose, and they're living with the consequences of their freedom. If somebody jumps off a cliff to commit suicide, he shouldn't be mad at God when he hits the bottom. He made the choice.
Okay, but God was the one with all power. He's the creator, and he made it. Plus, he had the knowledge that this thing was going to get screwed up in the end. Okay? Now, the fact is, knowing the sin and the problems, knowing the death of your daughter, 9/11, all kinds of events like that, there was something in God's thinking that said, I will allow that to happen. What was the purpose in his mind at that point?
You can summarize in 3 verses from the Bible. Genesis 26, he said, do not go down into Egypt. Egypt was the place of unbelief and sin. Genesis 46, he said, go now down to Egypt. And in Hosea 11, he says, out of Egypt I have brought my son. God's perfect will is don't sin. His permissive will is, okay, I'll let you sin. His providential will is, out of sin, I'm going to bring a greater good. You meant it for evil, God meant it for good, Joseph said. So God allowed evil because he knew he could bring a greater good. No pain, no gain, no tribulation, no patience. Don't allow sin, can't achieve.